Hey guys, welcome back to another Redstone Corner. And today for you, I have my new iron farm for 114.4. It comes in at 2300 to 2700 iron ingots an hour. The one I will actually be showing you how to build today is a little bit more streamlined. I have found a way to improve these holding cells and cut out some girth of the farm. So over here, as you can see, we have new types of holding cells where the job site block is technically at their feet level. And then what we're doing is the way this works is one glass block is always blocking the view of two of the villagers during the night. So we're allowing one villager to stay constantly scared. The way these are set up, this iron farm will produce golems 24/7. So how this works is when you get to start building this, each cell will need one full Minecraft day to start producing iron golems. And then from there, this will do just fine. You can constantly unload this all you want, and it will not break. So, but they do need one full night of sleep in their bed and one full day of work so that golems will start producing. Now, the way this works is either you need to get the golem killed fast or moved out of range fast for more golems to be spawned by each set of villagers here in each cell. So the way we're doing this is we have made these. These are going to end up being about 17 or 16 blocks long. Sorry, no, more than that. 16, 17, 18. So this final pad right here is only going to be 7 blocks long. So 887 is how that will work. And it's very important that each of these cells is 17 blocks away from the next one, including going up, so that all of them will produce a golem and one of them won't interact with the other. So I am currently working on a portal version of this to see if that will produce more iron per hour without adding more cells. But that'll be for a later date. So, as I said, this one comes in at well over 2,000 iron an hour. And collection is quite simple. Unless you want to just run a minecart along this bottom middle part here, just run a line of hoppers into where you want your iron to be outputted at, and then you can drop it into a water stream and take it on to collection, or just have it. And also, like I said, the one I will be showing you today is more streamlined. We'll be using glass planes instead of glass blocks because the golems kind of get stuck in here, but when you change it out for glass panes, they don't get stuck. Oh. So let's crack on and look at how to build this thing. Alright, I have 3 blocks started here with daylight sensors. So, what you want to do with them is leave yourself about 25 blocks. This is actually block level 25, so why 25? And then put down a daylight sensor on it. And then you're going to count out 1, 2, 3 until you get to 17. Place another one, and then do the same thing. 1, 2, 3 until you get to 17. We are going to have 6 cells per each side of the iron farm. And then I'm going to show you how to build up one of these cells right now, and then you can copy to do the other ones, and we'll go from there. So starting here from your daylight sensor, you're going to go 3 more blocks out like this, and then you will need glass. Because the texture pack I'm using, I use glass, you guys can see. And then you'll want either a torch or an end rod for some light, so nothing will spawn right there. Place 2 glass blocks in front of your light source. Then go ahead and place your composter. That's where your zombie's going to go. And then You want a downwards facing observer with a block on it, a sticky piston on either side, like so. And then you're going to do a block, 3 blocks across the top, and then 3 more, but add 1 extra on each side so you get 5. And then count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just fill in the entire thing if you want, or fill it into right where the zombie is going to be. Because once you get here, you're going to want to take a slab and get your zombie in here before you do anything else, and then throw your slab down like so. And then get your zombie in there. You will want your zombie to either be holding an item or be named. That way he won't despawn. This will prevent him from burning, and because of where the beds will be on this, it's easier to get the villagers in, but it'll be harder to get the zombie in after you have built all this up. And so then you just place your beds like I just did. Go ahead and take your job site block, place them at the foot of the bed each, like so. Sorry here. Let me turn down hostile mobs. There we go. And then from here, you want to take, you can go ahead and get your villagers in now. Oh, you can go ahead and get your villagers in now if you'd like to. But you can easily see that you can access the heads of the beds quite easily to get them up. Water waders will work just fine to get them up here. If you don't already know how to, trust me, there are hundreds of videos on YouTube about how to move mobs around. So then we just finish this one up. So you should have a 5 by 8 long platform starting. And then get a block in the corner and come up 3 blocks, like so. These will be the only solid blocks here. And then we're going to fill in the rest with white stained glass. If I can actually... I hate working with white stained glass, trust me. It's a pain in the butt sometimes. And then you're going to do the same thing on the sides. But first, let's go ahead, come down another block. Count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then go ahead and fill this all in. And make sure you have glass 3 high on each side of your platforms going down. So I'm going to do that, and you do that, and then we'll come back. Okay, now you should have something that looks like this. Glass panes 3 high, going down 1 as the water level would go down. So now what you want to do is grab yourself some signs and some water. You're going to place signs at the very end here across all of this. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention here is this iron farm will work up to the newest snapshot. I'm actually pretty sure it will keep working, but it is tested up to the current snapshot. Now, when placing your water, you do not want to place your water against the glass panes. You want to place it on the blocks themselves. That way you don't risk waterlogging anything. And then again, down here. Now you could use multiple water buckets, or you could get yourself ice. A stack of ice, just breaking the blocks with a punch, works a lot better. Alright, so now, what we're going to do is we are going to come down here, like so. Underneath the signs, place 2, come out 2, and this is where your wall down is going to be. And we're making sure that they can't get trapped on a block. That's why you don't put a block, say, under right here, because their hitbox could end up standing on top of that. And then you're going to go down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just go down 8 blocks. And then fill it in. So, like, I get to do this. And then you have that. Now, go ahead and copy this over to the other 3 and connect the walls, and then we will get started on the other side. Oh, one thing I did forget, in each of these cells here, you need to place a glass block against one of the sticky pistons, and then another glass block on the other one 2 blocks out, like so. Don't forget those, or else the iron farm won't work. Now, I have this world set to daylight cycle false, so this farm won't actually produce any iron golems. That's why I started it off in the world where it does work at night, to show you that it'll work through the night and stuff. Okay, now that you have these other 3 done, other 2, sorry, and that you have filled in the wall, on either end you're going to go out an extra 2 blocks here, and then fill in that top layer that was underneath. Also, don't forget, if you want to do this along the way or afterwards, either one doesn't really matter, but fill in places like here with slabs so normal mobs won't spawn at night. That can be really bad. Don't want a creeper blowing your stuff up. And then also don't forget these up here. Now, to do the other side, what we're going to do is, starting here at one end, you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then go out, well, sorry, 4. You want 3 in between, but this is where you're going to start, sorry, 5. Because you want 4 blocks in between. And then this is going to be where you start the next one. Like so. And what you want to do is you can go over here if you'd like. This is probably the easier part. But you can count out here. This is 22 blocks from the wall, including this block right here. So if you want, you can go ahead and mark out these blocks here, and then just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, along the way. And then once you build the wall up on the other side first, so you'll want to build the wall up on the other side first, is an easier way of doing this, like so. And then once you come out here, you know exactly which block here, and because this is the end block where the platform would go, you count down 1, 2, 3, so it's 4 blocks down, starting right here. So 2, 3, 4, and then count back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22. Alright, there you go. That is the start of your next platform. If you don't want to have to do all that first, you can easily find where the block matches back there with right here, and then just count out from here. And once you get to this edge block right here, you can start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably a bit of an easier way to do it, but nonetheless, you can still mark the spot out quite easily. You don't need to do that to all of them either. You just need to find the one on this side. Because once you have this one, then you do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there you go. Count out 1 to 16, and on the 17th is where you're going to place your daylight sensor like this. And then again, 1, 2, 3. Like so. And then once you have all these 3 marked out, I want you to go ahead and copy it all again. Everything you did right here on these ones, on this side. And then we'll connect everything together and get the lava and the collection in. Also, don't forget, along with the double side on this sign, because this one here is 6 long, this side's whole flushing pathway is a little bit different. You want to do 8, 7, then 6. And put the double sign here. And that way, it's done correctly. And you will only need 2 water sources for the secondary side. Okay, now that you have everything filled in here, what you're going to want to do is come down to the bottom and fill in so you have a floor here. Or you can fill in 2 blocks, these 2 blocks here. Either way. Doesn't really matter how you go about doing it. But we're going to go ahead and do this. And then 1, 2. This will be the place all of the hoppers go. So you'll want to break that out depending on how you do this. Grab yourself some hoppers. And then this is going to be your output. You'll need to pick one end. Then you just run hoppers clear down here until we get to that side. Go ahead and cover that back up. And then you are going to want to place signs all along the bottom here, going all the way across the hoppers. All the way down, and then again a second layer here and here. And then your lava is going to go this center part right here. So you want signs too high, running all the way above the hoppers, and then on this side here. So go ahead and do that now. I'm going to, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to place the lava in. Alrighty, now that we have the signs in place, you can go ahead and start placing your lava. Just go ahead and start placing at one edge. Wait for it to finish flowing. So it flows 2, 3, 4 blocks, it looks like. So to use the least amount of lava sources in this, I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place a block of lava on top of that sign. And as you can see, I was wrong. So you want to count 3, not 4. Sorry. That was my bad. But yep, you just count 3 all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, so you're pretty much going every 6 or so signs. Like so. And you'll end up with something that looks like this here. And on the very end, I would just go ahead and place another lava source. So you're going to end up using 8 lava sources in all, which will work just fine. You don't need like a full-on source to deal more damage. And then now you have to build 6 more of these units. But the cool part is you do not have to put a wall in. What you do is you come over here, find the center blocks. So these are 5 wide for a reason. So there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 17. And then put down your daylight sensor to mark it. And you do that on either side. And then copy each side's build exactly. And you'll just have this floating cell and flushing platform. And then they'll just drop down right here where the rest of them will. So remember, the sign with the double signs is 8, 7, 6, and then 2 signs. And then on this side, you would do the same thing. Find your center. 1, 2, 3. Put a block. Then that's 4, 17. And that's how you find where you start your next one off with your daylight sensor. And then you just count out 17 down, and they'll end up in the exact same spot. And you just copy everything over. And then you yourself will end up with a iron farm kicking out over 2,000 iron ingots an hour. Now, if you don't want to take the next step to build the floating platforms above, this iron farm, as is right now, will put out 1,300 to 1,700 iron ingots. So it really depends on how much you want or need your iron farm to do. So always remember that. Sometimes you don't need to go all the way. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this and find this really useful. please do comment down in the description, or comment, sorry, if you need any help, or come over to my Discord and hit me up. All the links will be down in the description. My Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all that goody good stuff. And some other ProtoTech members that you should go check out and give some love to, guys. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.